The first autumn with my cat, the mistakes I'll never make again. This is a story from a fellow cat owner, sharing her very first autumn raising a cat, and all the mistakes she made, so that you don't have to repeat them. I still remember last autumn, when the weather had just started to cool down. It was the first time my cat experienced autumn. I thought, well, all the bugs must be dead now, right? That mistake almost cost me a fortune. I stopped giving flea treatments, thinking cold weather meant no parasites. A few weeks later, my cat started scratching like crazy. Her belly was covered with red spots. At the vet, the diagnosis was clear: fleas. The doctor told me fleas are actually most active in autumn. They're desperate to find a host before winter. And that's when I learned, if you have both cats and dogs, the risk is even higher. Dogs bring them home after running through grass, and the flea army moves straight onto your indoor cat. Since then, I never skip deworming or flea prevention. No matter if it's spring, summer, fall, or winter, I follow the schedule all year round. The second mistake, buying a fancy cat bed. I went online and picked a really expensive one, complete with a tent and super worn design. And my cat, she didn't even look at it, completely ignored it. Then I realized, cats prefer places that feel familiar and smell safe. So I just took her favorite coral fleece blanket and laid it on her usual spot, the sofa or by the window. The moment she lay down, she started purring so loudly, it sounded like a phone vibrating burr. That's when I understood. Cats don't want new, they want comfort and familiarity. The third mistake, sneezing and runny eyes. That autumn, my cat started sneezing and tearing up. I panicked, searched online, and bought antibiotics. Later, the vet gave me a serious lecture. Most cat colds in autumn are viral, not bacterial. Antibiotics don't help. They can even harm the gut. Now I know better. As long as my cat can eat, drink, and play, I just keep her warm and observe. But if she loses appetite, looks weak, and her temperature goes above 39 degrees Celsius 100 degrees Fahrenheit, I grab the carrier and go straight to the vet, no delay. Once, the vet said I brought her just in time. That day I realized acting early can literally save lives. The fourth mistake, diarrhea. Whenever my cat had loose stool, I used to give probiotics right away. But I later learned probiotics only support. They don't cure everything. If it's caused by parasites or infection, they're not strong enough. What I needed to do was find the cause first. After a fecal test ruled out parasites, I switched to a highly digestible, gentle cat food. Over time, her digestion improved, and even her coat became shinier. That made me really proud. Finally, I was doing things right. The fifth mistake, shedding. When autumn came, fur was everywhere. I panicked and started feeding hairball paste daily. But the more I gave, the worse her stool became. Turns out, most hairball pastes are oily lubricants, not meant for daily use. The real solution is much simpler: daily brushing. If you remove loose fur before your cat swallows it, you can prevent most hairballs naturally. After testing all kinds of brushes, I finally settled on two: a detangling rag for long-haired cats and a fine-tooth comb for short-haired ones. Just 2 to 3 minutes a day, and the amount of loose fur dropped by half. If she ever develops hairballs, I give her a little psyllium husk powder or fiber-rich freeze-dried treats. Now she rarely coughs up hairballs, and her teeth are cleaner too. Over time, I learned that raising a cat isn't about spending more money. It's about putting effort in the right places. In autumn, remember these few things. Keep up with flea prevention. Provide warmth in familiar spots. Don't medicate blindly. Nurture the gut slowly. And brush every day. These small habits can save you from costly vet visits and make your cat's life much more comfortable. This story comes from a real cat owner who learned these lessons the hard way. May it help you and your cat have a smooth, healthy, and happy autumn together. Follow for more real cat owner stories and care tips.